Hey guys, Thogden here, and welcome back to our semi-final Euro 2024 predictions. Now, I'm on my own, but we've got Thogdad.
Hey, how you doing, Theo? I'm still here in London, enjoying England's progress to the semi-finals.
We're going to have a family member fly back for the semis, but it's not going to be you, is it?
Oh, I'm afraid not. I've got commitments here, but Thogsis, allegedly, will be on a plane soon.
And if we hit 15,000 likes on this video, Thogdad will come for the Dutch game too. But first, let's talk about Munich. Introduce the match, Thogdad.
It's got to be Spain against France, Theo. This is another game that could have been the final. Let's talk about Spain, because they beat Germany, the host, didn't they, Theo? In the semi-final, waited until the 119th minute. That man Marino with his header. What a game.
It was special.
There, Theo.
When you score a 119th winner, you can imagine the scenes around the stadium when you're the host nation and you go crashing out. Some of the tackles and dirty tactics from Spain in that match, it will leave UEFA with a lot to think about, but they won't change the outcome. They're in the Final Four. The hosts remain home. Gutting for Nagelsmann, scenes for De La Fuente. But Dad, Spain have a great balance of quality and youth, don't they?
They do, Theo. They've now won the last 7 games, of which 5 are in this tournament. And a lot of people are saying this could be their year. And you've already talked about they had to play a little bit dirty, a little bit hard at times, which I totally respect. And they've got this wonderful combination of a very strong defence and some very exciting players up front.
That very strong defence might not be the case so far in the next game, because no Dani Carvajal, that confident, experienced winner at fullback, no Lenormand, which is their centre-back who plays every single game, and no Pedri due to injury. But do you think Spain have enough depth to still be the favourite in this match against France, Dad?
You make a very good point there. I mean, they've still got Laporte at the back. I think he's an enormous player. Cucurella has been excellent in recent years. But let's be honest, talking about Spain, you're mainly talking about the attacking midfield and the guys up front. Dani Olmo and Fabian Ruiz, Theo, 2 goals and 2 assists each. They've been brilliant.
Fabian Ruiz has been unbelievable this tournament. Lamine Yamal has been a great creator, but they have had some doubts in that side. Alvaro Morata, still not scored, still offered very little on the pitch. Is it time to rotate? Maybe give Mikel Merino some minutes, who scored that last-minute winner.
I mean, Dani Olmo was the man of the match, but like you said, he came on as a substitute. And I think that's the beauty about this Spain team. They've got good players on the bench, Theo.
But let's talk about France. Kylian Mbappe hasn't been himself, has he, Dad?
Well, Theo, you talk about Kylian Mbappe. I know you've been giving him a bit of a slating, but let's not forget he's broken his nose. And you might be surprised by this stat. Kylian Mbappe has had the second most shots on target in this whole competition, with 20. So he's going to come good at some point, and it might be in this game. Now, everyone is talking down France, because we know none of their players have scored a goal from open play, have they? Didier Deschamps, Theo, in those 12 years, he's got into 4 finals of the 6 competitions he's been in. France is a team of winners, and I know they've not been on their best yet, but this could start now.
That's incredible. He's a serial winner, Dad, simple as that. And I think he'd be the second manager ever to win a European Championship as both a player and a gaffer since Bertie Vogts from Germany. This could easily end a 0-0 or a 1-goal separation. And I feel like this is becoming a bit more of a trait, a common trait in the latter stages of Euros and World Cups, where you just close out your defence and take one moment and that kills off a game. Theo Hernandez was the man to ultimately strike the winning pen when João Felix missed his against Portugal. Could this game go to a penalty shootout? I think that's a very likely outcome. Don't you agree, Dad?
Well, I agree, Theo. And also, I would compare England and France. Neither side has been very good in this tournament. Let's be honest, there have been some very disappointing games at times. But I want to talk more about the France midfield, Theo, because in there, you've got Camavinga, you've got Tchouaméni, you've got N'Golo Kante. So anyone who is writing off France at this point and pointing to Spain winning all their games is a bit of a mug.
Dad, I'm going to be the first to give my score prediction. It's going to be 1-0, and the goal scorer won't be who you expect. It's going to be Joselu, off the bench, Real Madrid style, late goal, knocking France out the Euros without a goal scorer.
That is an enormous shout. And you know what? When I first did my notes, that's exactly what I said. But then I stepped back, and I just think France were going to find this from somewhere. They're going to get a goal from either Camavinga or Tchouaméni. It's going to come from a surprise place. But after 120 minutes, the result is going to be 1-1. This is going to go to penalties. And the team that gets to the final is France.
No.
I disagree with you.
We're
I hope
disagreeing
you're
on our
right.
first prediction, Dad. This is insanity.
I just think they're leaving it late.
Let us know who you think will be a finalist. Let's talk about the team we're supporting, who are somehow still in the competition.
And the second game is, of course, the Netherlands against our very own England. We're both wearing the shirts. Gareth Southgate's juggernaut keeps on rolling. And now, Netherlands and England, Theo, have not faced each other in the World Cup or the Euros since 1996. And that was a 4-1 win to England. So this is a really hard one to call. Tell me what you think.
Well, first of all, there was a lot of rumours that I've left Germany. I haven't. I remain here. I'm not fucking leaving.
Of course
I
you're
needed
not
a Wolf
leaving.
of Wall Street moment, guys. I will be attending this match. This could be the moment we actually turn into serial winners. And I want to be there in that stands in Berlin and Dortmund to support the team and actually, in any case, just help them. Do I think we can get past the Netherlands? Yes, I do. Actually, more confidence than the Switzerland game. Do you agree, Dad? Or?
Well, let's talk about the Netherlands, because they were very poor at the group stages, and you were very negative about them then, quite rightly, because they sneaked through in third place. But let's not forget, this team used to be one of the biggest teams, one of the biggest countries in the world in terms of international football. Certainly in the 70s, they won this tournament in 88. So once again, I say, Theo, do not write them off, because they've started to play some really nice football. Now, that game against Turkey was very interesting. Obviously, they went 1-0 down, but in the second half, they pounced upon two defensive errors to come back. So that is really great spirit, isn't it?
Gareth Southgate has this amazing track record now where he's been in 4 major tournaments and 3 of them we've got to this stage already, so the players look calmer than ever. God, I'm full of confidence. I know we just beat Switzerland on pens, but something tells me that at Dortmund, we have a story awaiting for us. When this set of world-class players realise they're just 180 minutes away from a potential Euros trophy that we've never done before, maybe something will switch. To see the positivity of Southgate punching to Sweet Caroline with the England fans, feeling the togetherness, the community back at home, something has to click at some point. Surely it's now, Dad.
Well, you're up against the likes of Cody Gakpo, 3 goals and 1 assist in this tournament already. He could win the Golden Boot. I've been raving about this player for years. You're up against Memphis Depay. They've got some really strong players up front who can get a goal. And what worries me about this game, Theo, is if the Netherlands score, I can't see England equalising, because I look at their defence, Dumfries, De Vrij, Van Dijk, Ake. That is a very strong defence. I'm seeing a very low-scoring game in this semi-final.
I disagree. And it's not just because Bukayo Saka holds a good record against Verbruggen, the Brighton goalkeeper who he scored past in both fixtures in the Premier League and was great for us last game. But I also see what we did against Slovakia, who were very good defensively for 90 minutes. What England did is always found a way. And I think if we do go a goal down, we will do it again and send it to extra time, because I'm just basing it off the facts of the match.
Well, Theo, I mean, so far we've only won 1 game inside 90 minutes. I know everyone who's on Southgate's side says, look, we're in the semi-finals. That is a very fair point. And I must say, in the quarterfinals, we were a little bit better. I thought Saka was magnificent. He got his goal. He showed great courage to take and score that penalty. 4 out of 4 dribbles worked. And if you actually watch that game, he put in a lot of challenges. I think he won 9 out of 13 challenges. He was absolutely the man of the match. Mainu was good. Bellingham was good. I think the whole team, apart from one man, put in really good performances. But that one man is Harry Kane, Theo. I thought he was static.
I have a lot of questions for Harry Kane. We will 100% not drop him for a Euro semi-final. But are we playing him out of his role? That's the problem. Is he a target man? No. Why are we lumping it up to him and just hoping for the best? Manuel Akanji missed his pen, allowed us to win, but during the 90 minutes, well, 120 minutes, really man-marked him well. Won the ball in the air more than Harry Kane. Will we play Ollie Watkins or Ivan Toney from the first minute? No. But what we should really think about is in 50th, 60th minute, if it's not working, it's the same old story, let's mix it up, let's change it. Gareth needs to do it before they score. The referee, Zweyer, once refereed a Bundesliga match between Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund, and Bayern won and the Dortmund fans were fuming, and Bellingham post-match said, this referee match fixed before, why has he been given the biggest game in Germany? We went on to get a €40,000 fine back in 2021, and this is the same referee who's taking the game for the Euro semi-final that Bellingham's going to play in at Borussia Dortmund Stadium. Unbelievable. How have the UEFA given him that?
Well, that's obviously very interesting. I didn't know that. Jude Bellingham, he's a young man. He's going to have to be mature and sensible in this game. And like you say, avoid those cards.
Do you think it could potentially be reverse psychology? For the next 24 hours before the match, everyone is going to be saying the same thing. Look, this referee is going to favour Netherlands. Bellingham's going to have some decisions against him. You know, UEFA will have warned him personally, saying you've got to keep this game fair, no matter what happened in the past. In the back of his mind, constantly, he's thinking, well, actually, I'm going to have to be quite nice to England to make sure people don't force this agenda that he dislikes Jude Bellingham, he dislikes the England team, which is what everyone's saying online. So I actually think, weirdly, that might help us.
Theo, I think it's an interesting discussion, but I think it's a non-starter. UEFA have selected this referee because they think he's impartial and professional. He will go out there and he will referee the game fairly and impartially. That's what happens in Western Europe. So I don't worry about that. It's not about the referee, it's about the two teams, Theo.
Well, I'm going to say it first. From what I've witnessed out here of every single minute of every single England game in Germany, the game will go goalless for 90 minutes. Neither the Netherlands, Memphis Depay, I mean, they're not scoring past England, no chance. And what I look at when I give my prediction, I look at history. And history shows the Netherlands are bottlers. Holland, the Netherlands, whatever you want to call them, have lost 3 of their semi-finals previously at this point. And England are not. We just have to go back 4 years to see the last time we got past the semi-final route. The players know how to do it. The manager does too, whatever you want to say about him. And Bukayo has a great goal-scoring record past Verbruggen. And I don't think he'll get a goal until the penalty shootout, where England will win again. 0-0, 1-0 from pens.
Wow. So, Theo, you think the final is going to be Spain against England?
I think that would be an excellent final that everybody would look forward to in Berlin, yes.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Theo, I think the final will be France against the Netherlands.
No.
I'm sorry, Theo.
You're kidding me.
I think the Netherlands will score against us. Maybe Cody Gakpo is going to go on and get the golden boot. They'll score against us, and this time round, we won't equalise. After 90 minutes, Holland 1, England 0. I'm sorry, it's not coming home.
Dad, you predicted us to crash out against Switzerland. You were wrong.
I was wrong.
You've now predicted us to crash out against the Netherlands. You will be wrong. Why are you so negative?
Do you know what? I want to be wrong. I want to be clipped. I want to be laughed at. I just think we've been too lucky for too long. We've not created enough chances over these 5 games in this tournament.
The Netherlands will not beat us. They will not. They're going home. They've had their time, and Ronald Koeman will not figure this out. I'm going to kick off with you, Thog Dad, when I next see you. Get down in the comments, 15,000 likes, and I will book my dad a flight back here because we need to prove him why we're going to Berlin. Let's keep the party going. Thank you for watching. See you in a bit. The semi-finals is bloody on. Bye-bye.